Film recaps here. Today I'm going to explain a film called Allied. If you like the video, consider subscribing to my channel for future uploads. In 1942, during World War II, Wing Commander Max Baten, a Royal Canadian Air Force pilot with intelligence duties, travels to Casablanca in Morocco to assassinate a German ambassador. He is partnered with a French resistance fighter, Marianne, who escaped from France after her resistance group was compromised and killed. They pose as a married couple and grow close, despite agreeing that in their line of work feelings can get people killed. Marianne, who is trusted by the Germans, secures Max an invitation to the party where they plan to conduct the assassination. On the day itself, they have sex inside a car in the middle of a desert sandstorm, knowing they might not survive. However, the mission is successful and they escape. Max asks Marianne to come with him to London and be his wife. They marry, settle down in Hampstead, and have a baby girl, Anna, who is born during a bombing raid. A year later in 1944, Max learns from the special operations executive that Marianne is suspected of being a German spy, having adopted her identity after the real Marianne was killed in France, and that the German ambassador they assassinated was a dissident Hitler wanted dead. To test their suspicions, so run a blue dye operation, Max is ordered to write down a piece of false intelligence at home, where Marianne can find it. If the information is picked up from intercepted German transmissions, Max must personally execute her, and if he is found to be an accomplice, he will be hanged for high treason. He is told to otherwise act normally and not conduct his own investigation. Defiant, Max visits Guy Sangster, a former colleague who knew Marianne. However, Sangster, blinded in the war, cannot confirm her identity. He reveals that resistance fighter Paul Delamere, who worked with Marianne in France, is still alive and deep and could identify her. Max finds a young pilot, Adam Hunter, gives him a photograph with a classified note, asking if the woman in the photo is Marianne, and instructs him to obtain a yes or no answer from Delamere. Max and Marianne host a house party. His commanding officer, Frank Heslop, comes and tells him that Hunter was killed while waiting on the ground for the answer from Delamere, and berates him for his insubordination. Max wonders if what he was told about Marianne is a test of his loyalty as part of a promotion to V-section. The next evening, Max takes the place of a Lysander pilot and flies to France to meet Delamere, who is being held at the local police station. Max and the local resistance break into the town's jail, but Delamere is drunk and unconvincingly verifies the picture. The delay gives the French police officer to alert the Germans, whom Max and the resistance manage to defeat. Prior to leaving, Delamere tells Max that Marianne was a talented pianist who had once played La Marseillaise in defiance of occupying Germans in the early stages of the war. Back in England, Max takes Marianne to a local pub and demands she play the piano. She cannot. She admits she is a spy and forwarded the blue dye message, which Max left in plain view. She claims her feelings for Max are genuine and that she was forced back into being a spy because German agents were threatening Anna. Max, unwilling to kill her, tells her they must flee the country. He kills Marianne's handlers, an Annie and a jeweler. They drive to a local airbase, but Max cannot get the plane to start before Heslop and the military police arrive. He tries to plead his case before the officers, but Marianne tells him that she loves him, asks him to take care of Anna, then shoots herself. Heslop orders the soldiers present to report that Max executed Marianne as per his orders, so that Max will not be punished. After the war, Max moves to a ranch in Alberta to raise Anna.